Sine dubio instantatum.
Humans are our enemies.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new, my name is Mike, and today we are continuing Gargoyles, episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9. I gotta say that I really liked the Awakening, what's the right word? The Awakening parts, basically just the opening to the show, and but it does make me wonder where it's gonna go, because everything has been kind of wrapped up neatly in a bow, sort of. I mean, David has gone to jail. The Gargoyles are set on just kind of living out their lives in the castle because they really want to stay with the castle, as far as I'm concerned. Demona fell off the building, although I believe she's not dead. In fact, I know she's not dead because of the thumbnails for the next 4 episodes, and she's in one of them, so that's kind of been ruined a little bit, but which is kind of an unfortunate side effect of, you know, queuing these episodes up to watch. And then we have the detective, forget her name. I keep wanting to say Lisa, but that doesn't sound right. But I have a feeling that she's going to be involved in some way because we're not done with David quite yet. So that's kind of interesting, at least to me. So I wonder what's actually going to happen. What are these next few episodes going to actually be about? Since we're done with the Awakening parts of Gargoyles. That's kind of the deal with that. So let's actually just get into these next few episodes. The thrill of the hunt.
I'm still surprised at being asked back here, seeing as how I busted your boss.
Mr. Xanatos is not the sort to harbor a grudge.
I think he is, actually. And that's exactly why he invited you back here. But I'm surprised he didn't have, like, the Goliath smashed or Hudson smashed or any of the Gargoyles, for that matter.
What a pleasant sight to greet us as we awaken.
I was gonna say, it's good to see Admiral Anderson again, just for the joke of it.
But welcome to our home. Especially now that Xanatos has been defeated, and this castle is truly ours once more.
Somehow I doubt that.
Xanatos was only convicted of receiving stolen property.
Convicted?
But he only got a 6-month sentence. The point is that it's not safe here for you guys.
Exactly.
A new home, Goliath.
No, this castle is our home.
Xanatos bought it, lock, stock, and gargoyle.
Oh, the overall picture, yes, but not the expression that you used.
Eh?
Yeah, it would be a trap door. Is that like the only channel he gets? Because he keeps doing that.
See them back in person tonight at Madison Square Garden.
Yep, that's why exactly they're showing it.
You never had it this good.
Okay, so they're basically like superhero or X-Men or something. They're not just actors, they actually do this for a living.
When we took this job, we were promised fame, money, and action. I'm not complaining about the first two, but I could use some more of the third.
Same voice actor for Viking person.
Let me show you what came in today's mail, with no return address and no explanation.
Stone me.
Interesting.
Stone me.
People saying they've seen gargoyles coming to life.
Her voice sounds familiar too.
What's the point of it?
Imagine hunting something like this.
The obvious answer would be that Xanatos sent those, but would he actually do that from jail? I think he would.
like the pack does.
Take issue with that statement.
That's the key.
Jokingly, of course, but still.
These guys are all right.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great to meet them?
So the Gargoyles don't understand the performance put on.
What in the world?
Relax. I'm not an enemy.
It talks.
It talks.
This one's not as big as the one in the picture you showed.
Yep, exactly.
Stories of another one like you, only much bigger.
We'd love to meet your friend.
I think that can be arranged.
But I wonder what was also in the mail, because just beside the pictures, there's got to be like a note or something that they want them to do, because they know a lot more than we do at the moment about what they want to do with the Gargoyles.
I made us some new allies.
You don't mean the pack?
You let them see you?
Yes, I did.
This isn't over.
I like that shot right there.
I've seen them on the picture books. They are constantly attacked by these evil ninjas.
The picture box.
They don't know we turned to stone during the day. They don't even know where we live. Look, will you please meet them before you judge them?
Take me to meet them.
Alright, plead the case.
I don't like this.
They said they'd be here.
It's a trap.
Yeah, but we still don't know why they're attacking them really. And we don't even know who really sent them.
Cowards!
Welcome to the Gauntlet. Normally the traps in here aren't lethal, but we've juiced them up a little just for you two.
Yeah, you didn't count on that, did you?
Let the hunt begin.
They attacked us.
Yes. I think they planned to do so from the moment they met you.
But why?
Uh-oh.
Lexington.
I like the way that came in just to the left. What I'm gonna call the left of your cup. And then it kind of went through to the right one. That was kind of a cool audio design. At least to me, because I'm wearing headphones. Not wearing headphones, I wouldn't have caught that. Commercial break time. And we're back.
Hey, look!
It's the pack.
We love your show.
These are dangerous monsters sent by the evil ninjas.
Now, while the street's deserted, finish them quickly.
Smart.
Take them down.
I guess they didn't have what you call a gust of wind or whatever you want to call it.
Needle in a haystack.
That was kind of cool.
Where's Hyena?
Stay together.
This wasn't in my contract.
Jackal, no!
Yeah, it wasn't in your contract. It was just in a piece of mail you got sent, and it was anonymous, so you don't even know who hired you to try and kill the Gargoyles to begin with.
Relax and you'll live through this.
That's gonna hurt them in the long run. For everybody that's involved, actually. Yeah. So much for that.
We can't hide from the world. We must live in it. And sometimes we must take chances like we did tonight. To do otherwise is to remain forever alone.
But what made him draw to that conclusion?
They have photographs of Fox holding a woman hostage.
Maybe we shouldn't believe everything we see on television.
Television and the internet kind of go hand in hand.
The pack received the mysterious envelope of photographs and reacted just as you predicted.
I created the pack to be far more than just a TV show. And having underestimated Goliath once before, I needed to know what he was capable of as well. All in all, I'd say the test was most informative.
Yeah, there you go. Find the silver lining. I knew it was either going to be Xanatos or it was going to be somebody kind of working for Xanatos, sort of. Or it could have been somebody completely different. But I seriously doubt that, because why would you introduce something not in the middle of the series? But, well, I guess it is the 6th episode. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I'll see you guys in the next one. What are you guys working on?
Isn't it finished yet? We've been here every night for a week. Come on, you've ridden one of these before.
The motorcycle.
Why bother with a helmet? Your head's hard enough.
Hey, it's all part of the look.
I thought that Brooks or that Lincoln would be more interested in the motorcycle than Brooks would be, just because he's ridden one before. Lexington, that is.
Oh, this is great! I love this bike!
I liked that shot though. You guys are better following him, but I bet I know who it is. Besides the cops, that is.
Ooh, not good. Not good.
That's it. I'm off, sugar.
But he's still being followed by the other people.
Kindred spirits.
Basically another gargoyle, I would assume.
Hey, Rachel's hog, man. Where'd you get it?
My friends and I made it.
What? It's a freaking monster! Get him!
Get him. More like, you guys should have ran away.
You wanna fight? You got it! It's just trying to fit in!
Get him!
What made you think that was going to work a second time?
My bike!
You'll have to build another. Mona, fell by the red eyes. Of course, he hasn't said anything about it either.
Broadway? Lexington?
None of the above.
Mona? Yeah, last time we met, you just wanted to blow me away with a bazooka.
If you only knew what I'd gone through for hundreds of years dealing with the humans.
Hundreds of years? I thought you were under the sleep spell like we were.
Yeah, I was thinking that she didn't sleep the entire 1,000 years.
I'm listening.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense, because she always seemed like she knew more than they did.
What did you do to provoke them?
I did nothing. They just attacked me.
Exactly. They were used to us 1,000 years ago. Did that stop them from betraying and destroying our kind?
No. It's down to individualism, I think. And that's what she's forgetting. They just fear what they do not understand.
Help! Police! Police!
What would you do? Capture him for human justice? He'd be out of jail and back on the streets in a day.
She does have a point. I mean, it would be more than a day, but she does have a point.
Look, his grades stink. His friends are hoodlums.
What do you care? You're never home anyway.
They can't share their own homes without fighting. And you think they will share this world with us?
It's very outside looking in, don't you think?
They hold each other's lives completely without worth. Do you really think they would accept us with open arms?
No.
Perhaps the policewoman is the exception that proves the rule. Remember what happened to Goliath and Lexington? They were hunted like animals because Lexington trusted the pack.
How did you know?
Yeah, exactly. How did you know about that? Unless you're still with Xanatos at this point.
They would shoot you down like a dog. The Grimorum Arcanorum. There is a spell of truth in its pages. With it...
Okay, so we're talking about the spell book. Wasn't sure what she was talking about there for half a second.
How was your joyride?
Illuminating.
Illuminating.
Xanatos' sentence is almost up. He'll be out of jail in a month. I think I found the perfect place.
There's no need for that. Xanatos has been beaten. The castle is ours now. We are not leaving our home.
But Goliath.
Gotta wait an entire 12 hours now.
That's one way of avoiding a conversation.
I wonder when it's gonna come out that she spoke to Demona. Probably not very long.
Let's get some breakfast.
You coming, Brooklyn?
Maybe later.
They haven't had their conversation yet either, so... Surprised there's no alarm either, because there was a keypad.
Take your time. The spell required is complex. I'll need to study it.
I found a fascinating place. It's like the world we came from. It's called the Cloisters. Would you like to see it?
If I was Goliath, I would soon have so many questions about how long they've been communicating, even though it's only been like a night.
Grimorum. Brooklyn, what is happening here?
Just listen to it, Goliath. Please.
Listen and obey. Sine dubio instantatum.
Humans are our enemies.
More like mind wash.
I wanted to free his mind, not enslave it.
Now what we tell him will be the only truth he knows.
You're insane.
Yeah, his only hope was to fly off, actually. I don't know why he didn't.
It's me, Brooklyn! Stop!
He will obey whoever holds the spell. We can protect him from his naivete until we reach our goal.
His naivete.
Can't let Demona control you. You've got to snap out of it.
You know, he should know that there's a counterpoint to this. You know, a counterspell to this. And he's not gonna listen until the counterspell has been enacted.
The old... You fool! Do you think I've come this far just to let you stop me now?
You hold the book, Demona, but I hold the spell.
That's good. That was just good to actually do that.
Goliath, take her!
What is she doing? Why would she do that?
Even with no will of your own, you're a force to be reckoned with. You've won! This time!
Nice save.
Let's go home.
I would want to undo this spell first, before we actually go home.
I've gone through the Grimorum page by page, but I don't know how to reverse the spell Demona put on Goliath.
I'm holding the spell, and that means you have to do what I say. I order you to act for the rest of your life exactly as you would if you were not under a spell.
But that's gonna come back to bite them later.
It worked.
Any species that has you for a member can't be all bad.
Thanks. I think.
I'm sorry.
You apologized once already, Brooklyn. I could hear, even though I could not act. It's a half-truth that she has thoroughly embraced. But it's not the whole truth.
He was quick to forgive.
What happened to the motorcycle?
It blew up.
Oh. What?
Still need to find a new residence, though, for 4 of them, because I don't trust Xanatos. Deadly forces.
Looks like you were worried for nothing, Mr. Burnett.
I certainly hope so.
Well, it is sunset, so checking your watch or something. And that something would have been the Gargoyles, but it's not. The attack is not by the Gargoyles, so.
Hold it! Hit the deck! Do it now! Move it!
Alright, got all the men. Evil glare.
See you later, guys.
He's getting braver to go off on his own like that.
Off to in such a rush.
Yeah, it's a new Western. Great movie. We all saw it the other day.
Movies, television, video games. These days, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And you know it was Dracon. Who else could it have been?
He's bulletproof.
What exactly was in that crate he stole?
Non-projectile weapon prototypes. How many of these guns were stolen?
322 of various sizes, styles, and power ranges.
I like that he knows exactly how many. Why is the sign riddled with bullet holes? Apparently they weren't there from the night before. Might as well have some popcorn while you're at it.
Just in time.
I have a few questions for you concerning that arms shipment hijacking.
Sorry, Detective, you got the wrong guy. I'm just a businessman.
Sooner or later, you're gonna slip up, Tony. And when you do, I'll be there.
I'm not the guy. And if I was a guy, you couldn't do anything about it. You got nothing.
Yeah, why would you go pick a fight when you don't actually have to prove, even though we know that what he did in the opening?
Cool.
Mexican stand-ups are always kind of cool.
Hey, Cagney.
Catney.
Be glad you got a home, Cat. The streets just got a whole lot meaner.
I was in the neighborhood.
Make yourself comfortable.
Cool.
And this is how, yeah, you don't play with those.
Sorry, my fault. I was playing with the gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the angle that they gave, he basically shot her.
Elisa!
That's convenient.
What? She's been shot. I can't get a pulse.
He did the very best he could for her, though. I'm actually happy with that.
I guess Broadway liked that movie so much he stayed to watch it a few more times.
Why wouldn't he return home?
Your friend Elisa Maza has been shot. They're not sure if she'll live.
I like that they still kind of play into the whole turning it into Sun at Night thing, but they always deliver it at, you know, crucial points that they find out stuff. And it makes her good faces and stuff like that.
Dangerous to leave a gun lying around, huh? We'll make the deal tonight with our buyer.
That's a cool shot.
How did it happen?
We're not quite sure yet. She was trying to get a stolen shipment of particle beam weaponry off the street.
And I'm surprised they haven't asked for
Broadway isn't back yet. I'm a little worried.
Broadway. I keep messing up their names. I'm sorry about that, guys. When it comes to those three, I'm still trying to figure out their names. Stuff like that. Or remember their names. Because I know I did it in the last episode where I messed up.
Internal damage is extensive. The bullet hit high on her chest, ricocheted off the collarbone, nicked the heart muscle, and passed through the right lung.
Ooh.
The good news is she survived 10 hours of surgery. The next 12 hours are crucial.
We can pray, Peter. We can pray.
Yep, and that's about all you can do. The rest is up to her at this point.
Our guess is one of Dracon's men broke into her apartment later and shot her with her own gun.
Uh-oh.
Dracon may even have done it himself.
This is not going to be good.
Some, but so badly smudged they don't even look human. No one hits a cop and gets away with it.
Well, I was going to go after the men who did it, but it was really Broadway that did it.
Keep fighting, Elisa. Don't give up. Come back to us. I will find the man that did this to you, and I will make him pay.
It was set for midnight down near the docks. You don't need your wallet, pal. Come on, give it up. Otherwise,
you're gonna be in trouble.
What's this? A new kind of gun? A new way
way to kill people? Where?
Down on Canal Street, right near the docks.
She's crashing.
Epinephrine,
Still flat.
400 watt seconds.
Clear.
Got her.
Bring the family back in.
I don't think that's such a good idea, though. Bring them back in so quickly.
Probably cops.
You know what to do.
Who are you working for?
What are you doing? Trying to run and swim at the same time?
Now we wait for the buyer. He'll be here at midnight.
How much time is that, though?
You're just in time to help me deal with the one who shot Elisa.
What?
And the human responsible is in this building. Come.
He should have stopped him right then and there.
Shoot him!
That was kind of weird and interesting. But he was frightened, I believe, so he just shot whatever he could shoot.
You are the one who shot Elisa Maza.
What? You can't kill him.
You think not?
You think that?
But he didn't shoot Elisa. I did.
There you go.
It was an accident. I was looking at her gun and it went off.
At least he got it. The report. Anything happened to Tony there.
We have much to talk about.
I love how they're, I don't know what to call it. It's not a cape, but their wings and the way that it's animated, it's kind of cool.
Mr. Xanatos had to get the guns back somehow.
Feels like another character, almost.
He will be pleased that you have recovered his property. But I would estimate that 37 guns, rifles, and heavy weapons are missing. No doubt they've already been sold on the street.
Making sure that no more of these fall into the wrong hands.
Wait! Mr. Xanatos isn't going to like this.
I'll be happy to discuss the matter with him.
Hey, what are you doing?
Making sure the police will link you with the stolen property.
Elisa isn't dead?
Not yet.
Mom? Oh, thank goodness.
Dracon's been arrested for grand theft. They found him in a warehouse with Xanatos' guns. All of them destroyed.
It was all my fault. I was playing with your gun and it went off.
I should have been a lot more careful about where I left it. We both made mistakes.
Yeah, but you nearly paid for those mistakes with your life.
That was very touching. Both made mistakes.
Sleep now. You're safe.
We'll talk later. Really like that shot right there. That's a good shot because it's almost like they're guarding her in a sense.
Previously on Gargoyles.
The humans gave it to me long ago.
So
I am Demona.
So this is a continuation.
Stolen property. Every minute you stay here, you're in danger.
No, this castle is our home.
And I say that because
I'll never touch a gun again.
wasn't expecting them to do a continuation to a story. An old Donald Duck cartoon. Everyone's doing business as usual. And the book is going to be stolen again at some point. October 31st. Halloween.
All in all, I would say my stay has been a learning experience.
You've never said what you want done about the gargoyles. It would be easy enough to destroy them during the day.
I'm here with a proposition for Mr. Xanatos. I understand you have a small infestation.
I don't recall phoning pest control.
Yeah.
And how would you go about this, Mr.
They call me Macbeth.
Macbeth. But yeah, he never did say what he wanted to do with the gargoyles.
I hate surprises. Now, who are you?
I'm called Macbeth. I know all about these creatures.
You okay, Lisa? Is this guy bothering you?
I'm here to offer an invitation. To leave this drafty old castle and be guests at my home. And I'm afraid I must insist. And not stoop so low as to attack you while you slept.
I think you better leave. Whoa!
Yeah, that I knew was coming. It's kind of like a poison blue color. Poison blue color. Purple. Blue and purple color. I'm surprised that one didn't contain a net.
Mr. Macbeth, Mr. Xanatos hired you to fumigate his castle, not destroy it.
Quite right. We'll continue this elsewhere.
Beep boop boop. Beep boop beep boop. That's a dirty trick. But they took Brooklyn.
I don't want to hear anymore.
You're not safe here.
No, you don't understand. We've lost our clan, our world, our time. This castle is all we have left.
Why won't he listen to me? It's obvious that you can't stay here.
What you say makes sense, lass. But Goliath is our leader. I cannot go against his wishes.
Why is he your leader?
You and I both know this isn't your home anymore.
How did he become leader? Since they brought it up. How did Demona and Goliath become leader? Now that I'm thinking about it, that's the question. Oh, they captured Lexington too, in the dog Bronx.
Was talking about a play called Macbeth by some new writer named Shakespeare.
Uh-huh. Ever read it?
No.
Maybe we should.
Goliath isn't going to like this.
He doesn't have to like it. He just has to realize he has no choice.
Lisa's right. We're sitting dorks here.
Ducks Broadway, sitting ducks.
There you go. Dorks.
This book is the property of Mr. Xanatos.
And who's going to stop us? You?
Indeed. You're trespassing.
I'm surprised he didn't point it at Mazza for sure. Although this could be a part of Xanatos' plan to begin with, honestly.
Ouch.
How many times are you going to try that?
Until you figure out a way to get us out of this. Ouch. Hey, you know, I'm getting tired of this.
Did you see how the lights dimmed when you did that?
Oh, sorry. No, I was too busy writhing in agony to notice.
Maybe we can divert enough electricity to our cage to let Bronx break out of his.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah, it's gonna be painful.
Now!
Go for help, Bronx!
Run, hurry!
All according to plan.
Bronx, where are Lexington and Brooklyn?
Now let's see what this plan has to do to unfold.
Don't bother knocking. After all, we're old friends.
Find Brooklyn and Lexington.
He already knows what they are.
I defeated you in your home. You think I wouldn't be ready for you in my own?
He does have a point.
Bronx must have found Goliath.
That's actually pretty smart of him to at least try that. Wonder how strong they are. A hall of meters.
Oh, it's not that easy, monster. If I'd offered to do this for free, he'd have been suspicious.
Then why?
I want your queen. What about Demona?
Yeah, what does this have to do with Demona?
I named her!
Why is he after Demona?
If I capture you, the last of your kind, she will come to free you.
She wouldn't lift a talon to save us.
Exactly. That was cool. Just letting the fire build up and then... Lexington looked horrified. That was a cool shot. You got gas and you got fire. Which one is going to prevail? Looks like the fire is going to prevail. Because the other one looked like gas, but I guess it was kind of like that blue flame. Or when
Blast you!
Fire turns into blue flame.
Why aren't you guarding our home?
You don't live there anymore.
What?
Home is more than that, Goliath. Home is the six of us. Wherever we can be together and safe. That's our home.
Yeah, that was the only way he was going to leave his home, is if the other 5 of them decided not to, decided not to live better.
I have a message for your master. We're leaving, but we'll be back. We'll be back to claim that which is ours.
I'll deliver your message. I'm sorry to tell you that the Grimorum is gone, as are the Gargoyles. However, I think you'll find this interesting.
Would seem we have a new player in the game, but we'll worry about that later.
I think he was there, so why the comment about the new player?
As long as we're together, it's home.
I have so many questions. This TV series is basically asking questions, but also answering them. So as soon as we get answers to something that we needed answers to, we get new questions, and it's a way to keep the audience engaged and that sort of thing. Mainly now it's about this new guy, and what Xanatos is still planning to do, and how that's going to affect the Gargoyles in the short term and in the long term. But like I just said with the Gargoyles, is that the only way to get them to leave is for the 5 of them to go against Goliath, and basically they always had not always had, but they always had a plan B for, and it seems to be this clock tower. Alright guys, that was Gargoyles episode 6, 7, and 8, and 9. I gotta say that it was a bit surprising, just because we have actually got a new player in the game, as Xanatos likes to say. But first, let me back up to episode 6. We dealt with the pack, and the pack is kind of unusual, at least to me, because they were just paid by Xanatos to do this, but they don't know exactly who Xanatos is, or exactly that Xanatos basically set them up and was willing to pay them a bunch of money to actually, attack these gargoyles and stuff like that. So that I found kind of interesting, but also they seem like the type that would have fared much better if Xanatos had said, let's do this at night, or let's do this during the day, and I'll give you the location. That way you can just destroy them, which is another interesting thing in itself. That he's allowing him to do, this fair chance type of thing. But I wonder where Xanatos' mind is, because he's not anywhere near like Macbeth is. That's for sure. After he basically broke the curse of the, of the spell that was put on the gargoyles, he's kind of had nothing really to do with them, other than test them against his own robots, which I think we'll see again eventually. I don't know why Xanatos is kind of still curious, but he hasn't really done anything either to the gargoyles. Now, hiring the pack, that was, interesting, but why hire the pack, and what were you testing them for? Because he was obviously testing Goliath for something or other, and to find out what he's capable of, but what's the purpose and meaning behind that? And we still haven't figured that out yet. In this one, we kind of also get the sense that Goliath doesn't want to change homes either. I really, I kind of understand it, because the castle is the only thing he's got left. Like he said, he's, our time, our home, the people that we knew, our way of life, and I'm surprised he didn't bring his own species into it. I think, because if I remember correctly, because he, there's only so many of them left, and he hasn't even talked about trying to reproduce or anything like that. So that's kind of interesting. And in episode 8, Hudson brings up that he is a leader, which brought to my mind of questions of how did he become your leader? Why did he become your leader? And exactly how did Demona become second in command? Just because the points of view are so polar opposites, and that sort of thing. And also, speaking of Demona, I want to go into her just a little bit, because she returns in 7 and gets Brooklyn's help to get the spell book. I can't even say the proper name of the book. It's like the Grimorum. There's like another word that comes with that doesn't even make sense to me. But anyway, he gets the book. Demona enslaves Goliath's mind, and it was kind of like a slave thing. It was just very different for why does she still need Goliath, or why does she still want Goliath? And I think it goes back to there are so few of them left that she just wants to be with her own race and kind, and plus, since he's our leader, he's their leader, and the rest will just follow if if she can get Goliath on her side. So that's what I think there. Because it really didn't take that much to persuade Brooklyn to join Demona. The spell that was put on Goliath, I actually kind of liked it, and I do see it as kind of coming back to bite them in the butt later in the season or later in future seasons, because I don't believe that the spell is broken. In fact, it's not broken. I think there's going to be some way to make this spell active again. So basically, it's dormant right now, which works for the writing and stuff like that, and that sort of thing. I think it works now, but I think that they're gonna use it to basically pull an OMG moment out of somewhere. So that's kind of interesting. I still kind of want to get to know their biology a bit and stuff like that. It doesn't seem like we're gonna get that, or why he's so trusting. Why some are so trusting in humans and others aren't. I think those questions will be known by the creators, but not necessarily answered for the audience, because there are certain questions and answers that have been answered by the creators themselves, just to have on a piece of paper somewhere, but it's not necessarily going to be answered for the audience, and I just got to be okay with that. Episode 8 deals with Mazza getting shot, and that's kind of, I felt more that, and a new character was introduced as well. So I felt that at one side of the story was kind of a lesson to be learned, just for general audience and stuff like that, and that's don't leave your guns out and unsecure, and if you have small children around, make sure you lock them up and that they're safe and they're safely put away and that sort of thing. But we got the introduction of Tony, which I find Tony to be kind of on the same level as the pack, where I consider them mini bosses, but I see potential for Tony to possibly become part of the big dogs, basically Xanatos and MacBeth. I do see that, but I need to know more about Tony to make that statement. So I'm kind of curious what the writers do with him, if they do anything at all. The pack, I'm not really that invested in, and to see where they're gonna go. I'm pretty sure we'll see the pack again, but I'm not. They're not gonna be like upgraded to Xanatos' level or MacBeth's level. Tony might have a shot depending on what the writers come up with, at least in my head canon, or just in the way that Tony is portrayed. He might just be a one-off character. Who knows? So that's that. I wonder what also in this episode we also got Mazza taking responsibility for leaving the gun out and stuff like that, which I thought was very mature and very self-aware, that even adults make mistakes and they both share the blame, and that was just very nice to see, and not just putting it all on Broadway. And again, Broadway and Lexington, to me, seem like the most. They don't have the same maturity, and it's just part of their character. Whereas, Bronx does seem to have a level of maturity, but he's also still part of the 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 main three. Like, he's a little bit older than the other two, just in the way that he behaves and talks and stuff like that, and actually thinks things through. Just has a little bit more maturity, at least to me, in my opinion. But so with episode 8, overall, I just felt like it was more focused on the lessons out of it, like beating you over the head with it just a little bit, and it really doesn't connect to anything until we get development on Tony. A little bit more development in where his arc goes. Then I could see it connecting more. Episode 9, I really liked episode 9 because it introduces Macbeth. Macbeth is hired by Xanatos, and he basically captures the Gargoyles without much problem, which makes him a threat. He comes across as a bounty hunter. I think of Star Wars. In that sense, he knows what he's doing. He's probably not captured gargoyles before, but he's certainly captured exotic animals and stuff like that. At least you get that vibe. This is not his first rodeo in doing this. So, I'm very interested to know more about Macbeth. I know we're gonna see him again because it's not by a long shot. Because he does want Demona, and I don't know why he wants Demona, but we're gonna find out. So he's not like a Tony. He's not like the Pack, or at least it doesn't seem that way. So I'm kind of curious to see where that goes, because he's very methodical about his movements and what he does and what he says. So that's kind of interesting. To me, with that fight, I really, really want to know why he's after Demona, why he, not why he named her, but how did that circumstance come about where he got to name her? That sort of stuff. She says that she was not under the spell when talking to Bronx for the 1,000 years, but they thought they were, and I thought she was too. So I'm hoping that we get a little bit more explanation on that, story-wise. So I'm really happy with the fact that they're answering some questions, but they're presenting new questions as we go along here, and they seem to be interesting questions. It makes me want to watch, the next episode and the next episode and the next episode. So with all that being said, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. And make sure that you join me for the season finale, because I'm planning to do 10, 11, 12, and 13 all in the next video. So do stick around for that. Do consider commenting, and subscribing, because you'll get notified when I post that next video. So that we continue this journey together with Gargoyles Season 1. But other than that, guys, I would like to hear your thoughts on Gargoyles so far. Don't spoil anything for me because I really want to know what happens in basically the final 4 episodes and basically what the season finale of season 1 and where this all goes. To say the very least, I'm very excited. And after the Macbeth episode, it really does make me wonder where the story is going to go from here because it feels like the 9th episode was setting up for bigger stuff to happen with Macbeth and with Thanatos. So do stick around for that, and I will catch you guys in the basically what I'm calling the season finale video. The season finale video of Gargoyles. Until then, guys, do consider commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you, guys.